All right. Well, hey folks, I'm Coach Aldrin from Just Work Fitness. Are you an older adult that is looking to get into resistance training? Perhaps you've been told that you may have osteopenia or osteoporosis, and now you're trying to wonder what it is that you can do safely. Well, join me because we're going to go through a very gentle exercise plan that you can incorporate that'll not only help with your posture, help with your balance, and also build some strength and confidence. Okay, so we're going to take you through mostly a body weight type workout today, and it's going to require very little equipment. We're going to have a chair and a second chair for support if we need it, and some resistance bands here. These ones I ordered online, and I'll put the link in the description. And we're going to do 5 moves, and that are going to help with our balance, our posture, some general conditioning, and of course incorporating some resistance. Okay, so first we're going to start with a gentle warm-up. Okay, so we're going to start with marching on the spot for a minute. So you follow along with me. This is a follow along routine. I know that it would be great if we could get ourselves to a gym facility. For many, that's not necessarily an option. And also, if I could suggest, if you could get yourself a personal trainer that can show you proper form, that would be wonderful in an ideal world. So before I continue though, I do have to say, I want to make sure that each of you, if you're following along, have been given medical clearance. You need to speak to your physician before beginning any exercise program, all right? So safety first. So I'm going to be demonstrating some moves that you could potentially incorporate as long as it is safe for you to do so. Okay, now we're going to go to the second exercise. We're just going to do toe taps to the side. All right, and if you need to hold on to something for support, please have a chair beside you. You can do this from a seated position. However, we want to also focus on our posture, because the elements that we want to make sure that help us in terms of our daily functions are our posture, our balance, and we want to do some general conditioning, and then we want to incorporate some resistance training, right? So the posture piece, think about your chest pointing nice and high here. It's a proud chest. You've just received an award for being awesome, and you're going to think about a proud chest. I know sometimes you hear instructions like retract your shoulder blades. Well, retracting shoulder blades sometimes can be misinterpreted, because you could be hunched over like this and then pull your shoulder blades back. This is not what we want to see. So think about proud chest. All right, there's our steps. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to do some heel raises, and this is going to come back in our workout. So we're going to come up onto our toes and down. We're not going to hold for very long. Up onto our toes and down. Up onto our toes and down. Up onto our toes and down. That's it. So each of these is going to be done for 1 minute. We're halfway there. Now go at your own pace. If you need to take breaks, just breathe. There it is, your proud chest. And when you're feeling ready again, we're going to come back into it. All right, this is the third little warm-up. All right, come up and down. I'm not going to hold, and down. And 5 more seconds here. And here we go. And now we're just going to spread our arms apart. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. And if you have shoulder issues or joint issues, just go as far as you can. If that's all, that's no problem. The mere fact that you are starting to do something in terms of your getting back into fitness, or just starting on a fitness journey, is amazing. All right, so it's all about progressing from where you are now to where you're going to be, and you have to imagine that future of you being in better physical condition. So moving apart, exhale, and and together. Exhale, and 3, 2, 1. Okay, so now we're just going to focus on our posture just to make sure that we're understanding that we're thinking about a proud chest. So we're raising our chest, our breastbone a little bit, which is automatically going to give us a nice neutral spine, okay? And go as far as you can. What we're trying to do is improve your condition. And so if you're slouched over like this and you can, stand with a proud chest. There we go. We're just going to hold that. And breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, and breathe out. Okay, we're going to start with doing 5 exercises. We're going to do 10 to 12 repetitions, but I'm going to suggest that you do as many repetitions as you feel comfortable before moving on to the next exercise. For the first couple, we're going to be just using our body weight, and it's going to be a body weight squat. Now, when we're squatting down, we need to think about keeping our chest proud, nice and vertical alignment, and we're going to think about pushing our hips back. So nice solid base. And we're going to just touch the chair and come on back up. So here we go. Chest is proud. Push the hips back slowly. Touch and come on up. That's 1. Inhale on the way down. Exhale on the way up. 2. And 3. And 4. And if you need to hold on to an object to help support you, that's 5. Chest is up. Push the hips back. 6. 7. 8. Good. 9. 10. How you doing? 11. 1 more. 12. Okay, we're going to take a little rest. That actually is a test, a 30-second sit to stand test. So as we get older, if you wanted to test yourself at the start to see how many you could do after you've warmed up your muscles, and then in a few weeks from now, test yourself again or periodically. Okay, the next exercise that we're going to do is going to involve, still on the legs, we're going to come up onto our toes, but we're going to hold for a count of 2 and come down, okay? And if you need to hold an object, we're just going to come up. 1, 2, and down. Up. 1, 2. So we're doing calf raises and down. Up. 1, 2, and down. 3. 1, 2, and down. 4. If you don't need to hold, that's fine. That's good. 1, 2, and down. Because really what we're trying to work on here is our balance. We're trying to do some functional work in terms of what are the types of activities we might be required to do. I think that's 7. 2. That's 8. 9. Oh. 11, all right, and last one, 12. Here I am trying to talk and do the exercise at the same time, so shake it out. So what we want to do is we want to improve our balance, and we want to improve our posture, we want to improve our functional abilities, and we also want to incorporate some progressive resistance training. And by progressive, what we're going to talk about is increasing the intensity. So either by doing more reps or increasing the resistance that we use. So these are a company called TheraBand. As I said, I put the link down in the description below. I just ordered it online. So what we're going to do is we're going to do some chest press now. So what I want you to do is put the band behind your shoulder blades like that, and we're going to wrap around here, and we're going to simply push forward as if we are extending my hands, or your hands rather, towards me. So here we go. Wrap a few times. We're going to inhale, exhale, push your arms straight back, and inhale, Okay, 2, and we're going to do 12 of these. Here we go. Good. 3. Inhale. 4. Inhale. Notice the elbows are staying tight to the body. 5, and the arms extend ahead. Proud chest. Chin is up slightly. 6. 7. 8. How are we doing? We got 4 more. 9. 10. 11. And 12. Okay, very good. And if you were able to get all 12, that's fantastic. So now we're going to do something for the back. So we worked the chest muscles, and now we're going to work the back muscles. Because in terms of our posture, you need to think about the spinal erector muscles, which are in your back attached to your spine that are helping you stay upright. It's not just those muscles. We have our abdomen and other muscles in our trunk that help us stay upright, as well as in our pelvis. So there's lots of things working just to maintain this vertical posture. But we're now going to work on the back. So we're going to wrap the band, and this band, the yellow one, is the lightest one, and then it goes up, the red, and then green. There's also a blue and a black one. So now we're going to do band pull aparts. Arms are straight in front of us, and we're going to exhale and come together. All right, straight out. And we're going to be thinking about squeezing the shoulder blades together. All right, 2, 3. All right, and 4. So you're not thinking about necessarily pulling apart necessarily, but what you're thinking about is the back muscles squeezing together. Okay, 5, 6, 7. Inhale. 8. And you want to exhale during the exertion phase, okay? 9. 10. Good. You feeling that? 11. 12. Okay, very good, very good. That was the 4th exercise. So we did the sit to stand, we did the heels, we did the chest press, and we did the band pull aparts. We have one more exercise that we are going to do. It is going to be a single leg balance and hold. Now we can modify this, so if you need to have that chair to just hold on to, absolutely have the chair. So what we're going to do is we're going to raise our left leg slightly in front of us, and we're going to try and balance on our right leg. Pick a spot that you can stare at. If you're staring at the screen, look at the screen, okay? And just feel those muscles in the leg that are working, the tiny muscles in your foot, okay? For some of you, this might be too advanced. So what I would suggest is just hold on and then drop it down. How long can you hold for? 5 seconds, 10 seconds? What you're trying to do is increase this over time. So now we're going to lift the other leg, and we're going to just hold it there. If you want, you can raise the leg a little bit higher. That makes it a bit trickier. You can extend. It's going to put some pressure on your hip flexors and come on down. Okay, so let's see if we can hold for a count of 10. Raise the leg. All right, you want to be safe. Have something to hold on to if you need to. Alternatively, you can stand with your arms outstretched. Remember those tightrope walkers? You ever wonder why they have that long pole? Well, that really helps with balance. So this will help with balance if you put your arms out this way. All right, there we go. Was that 10 seconds? I think so. And we'll raise the other leg. Pick a spot on the wall. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, very good. That is round 1. We're going to do 2 rounds. All right, and if that was too intense, make sure for the balance exercise, make sure you're holding on to something. The other thing you could do to try to modify that is stand with your feet together. So instead of lifting your feet off the ground, keep your feet touching and see how long you can hold in terms of that. Alternatively, you can progress that a little bit more if you stand in a tandem stance. A tandem stance now, your feet are one in front of the other, so take your right foot or left foot and place it so that the heel and the toe are touching. And this, okay, slight knee flex, also is a balance exercise because you have to orient yourself in space. And the little muscles in the legs and the foot have to be working. Okay, very good. So, how you doing? I'm going to grab some water. Did I even bring my water bottle? No, I thought about it. Well, I hope you have some water. So please enjoy some water as we move back to round 2. So we're going to do our sit to stand. So what you want to do is think about, and we're going to do 10 reps. I'll just move the chair so you can see what's happening. Feet are nice and solid. 12 reps. The chest is up. I'm going to think about pushing my hip back as I squat my legs down. 1 and up. I'm pushing through the heels. 2 and up. 3. Good. 4. Good. Head is up slightly. 5. 6. And if you need support, have something there that you can come up with. 7. 8. 9. You want to control it going down. 10. 11. 12. Okay, very good, very good. So these are the types of things that, of course, we're going to be expected to do. And for some, you might find these fairly easy. All right, well, that's good. That's good because ultimately what we want to do is progress this. This is going to be a series of videos. We're going to start with this one. This is number 1, and there's going to be a series of 8, at which point we're going to make things more challenging by adding heavier resistance bands. We're going to be doing some TRX, if you have access to that, which is suspension trainers, and we're going to be adding some weights, all right? But all done through a progressive manner. Moving on to heel raises. You don't want to start immediately with necessarily resistance training and lifting weights because the number one thing is ensuring that you do it safely and your body is prepared for that. So we're going to do heel raises. We're going to count for 2 and then come on down. 1, 2, come on down. 1, 2, come on down. 1, 2, come on down. Good. 1, 2, come on down. If you can, don't need to hold on to anything. Perfect. Is that 5? I think so. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, up, 12. Very good. Shake it out. Okay, nice and gentle. All right, so we're going to do our banded chest press. So the band, we're going to wrap around our hand like this, a few wraps, and then I'm going to wrap the other side around your hand. So we're going to push straight ahead of you, all right? Inhale, exhale, 1. Inhale, exhale, good. Exhale, 3, 4, 5. And you might be wondering, why would a movement like this be important? Think about the number of times that you might have had to stretch your hands out to catch yourself. All right? 8. If you lose your balance. 9. 10. Or any time 11. You had to push something away or push any object, okay? The muscles of the chest are involved in so many of daily functions, all right? So that is that exercise, and now we're going to do the band pull apart. So once again, wrap the band a couple times around your hands so that it's somewhat taut. And we're going to put our arms straight, about chest high, and we're going to pull them apart using our shoulder blades. Here we go. 1, 2, so you're trying to squeeze your back together. 3, chest is proud, head is up, there it is. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, all right, 10, good, 11, 12, very good. There we go. So that was exercise 4. The last exercise is going to be our standing on one foot, or modifying that. We're going to stand with our feet together and see if we can stand without using any support. If you need a support, of course, safety first. Have something like another chair that you can use, okay, to hold. So we're going to try and hold for 10 seconds. Here we go. If you can, raise the left leg and count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. And now the other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Very good. Now, as I said, that can be modified. If you need to modify, you can hold on to something for support. You can stand with your feet together. It's very important to pick a spot straight ahead of you that you can stare at to help you with the focus. That really helps with this exercise. And the other way you can modify this is, which makes it a little bit harder than standing with your feet together, is to stand with your feet in tandem, which is one foot in front of the other. So the right heel touches the left toe and you stand this way. And you could switch it up. Now I would suggest you do each foot for 10 seconds or 15 seconds and see how long you can go. Maybe you can go for 30 seconds or longer. That is fantastic, right? That one here, we're going to just do a little cool down, all right? So we're just going to breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, if you can raise your arms. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. You could do this from a seated position as well. So we're on our chair. Breathe in. Breathe out. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to take our left leg and we're going to stretch it out forward. Okay, just like that. Nice and straight. And then we're going to bring it in. And then the right leg, we're going to just stretch it out forward. Keeping our chest proud. Don't round the back. Lean forward slightly. Bring your chest closer to me. Okay, there you go. And back. The left leg again. Chest closer to me. Keeping your eyes up. Your chest is up. You're not looking at the ground. Look straight ahead. And we do one more. Here we go. Breathe, exhale. Okay, and let's just pull the arms across. So if you can grab your arm at the shoulder and pull it across, you might feel some tightness. I don't know about you, but I pitched baseball in high school, and I forever after that experience have rotator cuff injuries. High school was a long time ago, but anyway, there it is. You gotta work with these things, don't you? All right, and the other side. Okay, good. Breathe in and out. Okay, thank you so much for joining me today. How was that? Leave some comments, let me know. As I said, these workouts have been created for older adults that are maybe dealing with some injuries. Maybe your doctor has told you that you have some health issues and you haven't really been doing any exercise whatsoever. and you're just starting to get back into something gentle that's not going to cause you a further injury. As I said, before you do any workouts of any sort, make sure that you have medical clearance to do so. So here's me saying to you, you can absolutely improve. All right, so whatever narrative that you might be telling yourself, you need to change the narrative. Change the narrative, change your life. And on that, thank you, and be awesome.